I don't know what kind of flowers these are. Been hanging out with a dog for the last 3 days. I don't know how to speak anymore. I've been speaking dog. I was not prepared to dog sit. I neglected to refresh my memory of what day I was dog sitting. And then I got it in my head that it was the 7th, but it was the 5th until the 7th. And on the morning of the 5th, she was like, hey, I'll pick you up, whenever. And then I was like, yep. And then or she says that she would pick me up after 7:30. And I was like, yep. And then 7 o'clock rolled around and she was like, be there soon. And I was like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. But it's okay. Made it through. I don't think I even cried that much. Certainly not. Was not reunited with my bear this evening, but I did see 2 stags, one after the other. And I gave them both the same treatment of hello. Oh my god, you're so beautiful. I don't need to rehash this. This video is gonna be muted. Oh. Yep, it needs way more flowers. It's fine. Can't you see it? Just enough to show. Try to understand. Just This is Brittany Radio, where you get little tiny blurbs of songs mumbled to herself, followed by horse noises. I could be a radio host. None of that fucking podcast shit. Give me a radio. Give me airwaves. Give me a pirate radio station where I can commandeer stations and spread radical leftist propaganda. in the cars across America and Canada. Block out the Jim Pattison noise. Yuck. No more fucking Katy Perry, no more Justin Bieber. Certainly no more Taylor fucking Swift. I'm sorry, once your fave starts doing Nazi shit, if you continue to support them, you stop. Like, just, okay, you're a little fucking rat fuck now. I don't care what you have to say. You're supporting, like, you know, like, you're supposed to, what the fuck? No, this is where we've learned from all that. We're supposed to be changing our ways, making the world a better place for the rest of the world that we've raped and pillaged into squalor and despair. Not being little rat fucks with bad taste in music, shitty attitudes, and drinking problems. Yeah. But it's a good thing this video is gonna be muted. Bold strokes. Bold strokes. Strokes that are bold. Strokes that say, I know how to take risks. Flowers in the tree. Flowers in the tree. That make up little splotches of color here and there. We got flowers in the tree. Oh, my radio station also includes improvised rhyming couplets and schemes and such improvised rhymes and crimes. I hope my audio is completely inaudible and I'm just mumbling to myself. And everything is just peachy keen. Happy, crappy, and happy. I truly just cannot sit. Wow, a pretty picture. I would walk 500 more. Just to be that man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. God, I really should have just gone straight into music. And that would have been so freaking good. Definitely not an unmitigated disaster. I think it'd be pretty mitigated, but I don't know what that word means. So don't take my word for it. I don't like that. Ow, my finger hurts. I saw a shooting star tonight. I didn't see a bear, but I saw 2 stags and a shooting star. And I said, "Free Palestine." Because I see a shooting star and I say, "Free Palestine." And then I was like, if there's any juice left in that shooting star, Free Palestine. All the juices for Free Palestine. And I was like, also Free Sudan. I think there should be as much love and consideration and aid to Sudan as there is to Palestine. Sudan? I don't know. I suppose there should be some of that in here, reflected and refracted, and yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. There's broccoli, and earlier this evening I was thinking of broccoli, wherein we've got this guy here with the eyebrows and the hair, and the guy sensei, and I think he had these kind of and the great thing about art is that I can make a very vague broccoli shape and then turn it into something else, or I can actually factually 100% manufacture little broccoli. He's got his knees up, and these are they're not orange because I don't have orange, but, and then dogs out because this is Naruto. Those are his dogs. Oh goodness gracious. That's okay. In art, we have this beautiful thing called an eraser. And let's just, we'll put paper towel in water. Because I don't do oils. Even though acrylics are terrible for everything forever. In my wildest dreams, because plastic is derived from petroleum, which is derived from dinosaur greases, dinosaur oils, fossil fuels, might microplastics, through the genius of the universe and the ever expanding beauty that is evolution, might it be possible that these microplastics are the first step to evolution, circling back to dinosaurs? and we're just all, it's gonna be dino time. And it's not gonna be like Jurassic Park, because these dinosaurs are not manufactured in a lab and contained and then escape. These are, evolution did dinosaurs again to clean up what humans, to just, because birds and reptiles. Birds and reptiles. I don't know what happened here. It got out of hand. And I kind of don't like it as much as when it was smaller. So we're just gonna scale it back a little bit with our handy dandy eraser. I would apologize for it being upside down, but I don't care. I'm working with what I got. And what I got do be a jar of pistachios. And unfortunately, it do be a plastic jar of pistachios. But I needed pistachios because it's one of my staple foods these days. Because nuts. I should probably go back to almonds. But almonds are way more expensive. And I didn't end up going to a store that sells almonds because I was not prepared to dog sit. And that's my bad. But I haven't been prepared for a lot of things lately. And I've just been kind of falling apart at the seams. Too tired to stitch myself back together. No way to get just get through it. Forehead. My glass of water for rinsing my brushes, that is a cloudy mess of microplastics at the moment. And I have a fishbowl full of paper towel, used paper towel, that I pour the paint water into when the glass is gross. Wipe down the inside of the glass. Put that paper towel into the fishbowl with the paper towel and the paint and the water. And I'm sleepy. I should go to sleep. I should get my life together. I just really don't have any will to do much these days. It's been 1 week since and the rest is gibberish. Literally. I don't know that. I refuse. I'm not one of those I need to learn all the lyrics, all the words to this song, because there are better songs with better lyrics. And I like lyrics that are like therapy and for shut up. Ooh, that's nice. It appears I should be whiteout. Not to be confused with whiteout, which is not a suitable paint. Oh, my leg is asleep. My foot is asleep. My leg is perfectly fine. My foot is perfectly fine. It's just asleep. I was so ready to just stick my head down and get back into painting. I was gonna go grocery shopping, and then as I was readying myself for that, it was time to go dog sit, which I agreed to, and gave no indication that I didn't know it was happening because dumb dingus. I've been very overwhelmed lately for the last 30 years. It's okay. I still have my wits about me, and I have not been mauled by a bear. I wonder what my voice sounded like just then, because it sounded a little croaky to me. Good old vocal fry. Am I doing it right? Somewhere between vocal fry and a smoker's rasp. I have been absolutely destroying my lungs for the last little bit. I threw up. I threw up this evening. Had a coughing fit and just onto the sidewalk, and then I used the rest of my water in my water bottle. And it's a big water bottle, as we know. It's a big water bottle, so it was a decent amount of water, but it wasn't like, it was a sacrifice to rinse off the sidewalk. I didn't fully rinse it off because it wasn't that much water, but like, I did take a drink before I sacrificed my water just to be like, I had just thrown up and it was unpleasant. But it wasn't like messy or anything. It was mostly water and stomach acid, probably. I've been eating junk food, so I got a junky tummy. It's okay, I'm home now. It's nice that I have a home. People are so against ending homelessness because they paint homeless people as these like absolute failures and not just people who have lost everything and you don't know what the fuck, like, you don't know how the fuck they got there, so why are you treating them like they deserve to be there just because that's where they are? You're being a cunt and you need to stop judging people and remember what the fuck homelessness actually is and who ends up being homeless. Because it's not gonna be the fucking worst of the worst people. It's gonna be your addicts who got kicked out. Like I'm talking like teenage addicts and like people who lost everything before they fucking knew what the fuck they were getting into, because education is shit and drug abuse is highly romanticized by you know, the industry that has all the pedophiles and sex offenders and worst of the worst. Yeah, that's great. Demonize weed because it actually helps people without causing extreme harm. In fact, the worst it's gonna do is hurt your lungs. And there are plenty of ways to consume it without inhalation. So, like, but no, it needs to be classed as the worst of the worst because, like it says in the files, that good kush is gonna protect people from influence from pedophiles and sex offenders and the worst of the worst. So isn't that fun? I'll stop being political when the world stops being a terrible place to people. You know? Isn't that rocket science? It's basic humanity. So anyway, this is how to paint a pretty picture. You just kind of do it and it's fine. And the other one, what was I doing? Flowers? That was easy peasy, just little dots. Here I have this all blue canvas. As you can see, I did an excellent job making it blue. And now I can take these blues here and turn this into, let's say, I didn't take any bold strokes with that little painting. I decided to put flowers in the tray. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Because of these squiggles, I am seeing snake, but that's not very creative. Green is not a creative color. I disagree. In fact, let's make green. I need water. The yellow is a bit dry, but that's okay. It's not completely dry. I think Dropout should add salad fingers next. Instead of bringing back old internet, old YouTube. Salad fingers. Maybe not like, I don't know. There was some crazy shit. Don't ask me what I'm painting because I don't know yet. This is stairs. This could be like like a fountain. I love painting water. This one. maybe like a tile mosaic type thing. I don't know. Art is good and art is fun. Art is for everyone. Seems I should paint a mermaid. I do have a mermaid painting started somewhere in one of my other piles of canvases. Not in this one. This is my newer pile of newer canvases. Which does not include a mermaid. It is heavily inspired by the shark head place, the shark head people place, the shark and dolphin head people place, the sea creature head people place, where they got heads and tails on their heads. I don't remember what they're called from Zelda. Hyrule. Not Hyrule, that's only, well, is the whole world Hyrule, or is only, I don't recall. I'm not a freaking Zelda nerd. I just enjoy the games. I like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I never finished Ocarina of Time. Boop, boop, boop. Where should the mermaid go? Probably in the water. Maybe sitting by the water. Could do like rocks and stuff. Rocks and stuff. Broccoli. Broccoli made out of broccoli. VeggieTales Naruto edition. Teaching the ninja way instead of the Jesus way. But the ninja way is like, pretty. There's, similar values and stuff. It's almost like being a good person doesn't require a fucking religion. But who said that? Not me. I do think being a good person maybe requires a little bit of not being like against any sort of belief. Like if you're just like one of those people who's like, their belief is to believe in nothing, then that's a little stupid and bad for your heart and your soul. Because like, it's not nothing. It's not nothing. But it's also certainly not whatever the fuck white Jesus brings to the table. Yeah.